Now, the main reason why you won't find them having no 1870 or 1880 census records is the exact same reason why you won't find them having any history or documentation proving that their relatives are in this continent. I said continent. Prior to Indian removal is the same. They wasn't here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's common sense. But there's also another avenue to address. Indian removal was Negroes only. Prove me wrong. We're talking about the Negroes who were identified as the motherfuckers who they saw when they got off the ships. Same Negroes. Those Negroes are the same ones who are currently misclassified as African Americans, coloreds, black, and of course, as I just said, Negro. And that is, I lost my train of thought. Oh, Alaskan Purchase. So for the Alaskan Purchases, that's going to occur somewhere around 1867. And that is a good 30 plus 2 years after Indian removal. Alaskan Purchase, some things happened directly after the Alaskan Purchase that a lot of people don't pay a lot of attention to, because we actually consider those individuals to be Native Americans that those situations did occur with. And that is going to be a slew of different things, such as Buffalo Soldiers being sent to the West. Keep up. See, now the Navajos had a situation that occurred with them that was what they compare themselves with Indian removal, which is the longest walk, or the long walk, or whatever the fuck they call it. In reality, I don't know, the walk is supposed to be from a prison, a retention prison, to what they currently identify as a reservation, which was actually a holding cell. But now they call it a reservation. So ultimately what I'm saying, because I don't feel like going too deep right now, is your initial influence of Native Americans, as they currently sit in description, occurs after 1867, which is after the Alaskan Purchase. And you will find that the majority of all conflicts involving those individuals, those same conflicts you saw on TV and all that stuff, because you never saw anything about the Southeast. Never. It was always about the West. All those conflicts are revolving around modern day Native Americans. These are the people who were coming into the country from the north. From Alaska. These are those individuals. This is the reason why Buffalo Soldiers were sent to the West, to control and contain the situation. It was an invasion. Not the best word for the description, but it's the best I got right now. Now, there's a whole nother different category of situations to focus on, such as the building of the railroads and all this stuff. Yeah, those people were also inducted and placed in certain locations because they didn't want to leave. However, the primary purpose for this situation, of those situations, was for these individuals. So let's recap. What did I just say? I just told your ass that Native Americans, the modern day Native Americans, were not here in this country prior to 1867. Some were here prior to 1880, 1870 census records. However, these are not documented people, so they do not have the ability to be documented on those registries. This is why they do not have 1870 or 1880 census records. The people who came over here are primarily going to be the people who came down from Alaska. These are individuals who created certain types of issues. that the U.S. government decided to pay attention to, and hence sent in the U.S. Army, aka Buffalo Soldiers. What does this mean? It means that Native Americans are not from here, and they have only been here for, hold on, let me do the math. 159 years as of this year, 2026. They haven't been here very long. They are not responsible for creating the mounds. They are not responsible for anything. The reservation still look like shit. And then where the trailer homes at? Like, we didn't have brick houses longer than 160 years. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm saying. Native Americans, as you currently know them, pretty much get into this country after 1867. They are not documented because they're housed in the West on concentration camps. They are given new information. This is majority of the time where you get your Indian schools and all this stuff, or Native, whatever the hell they call them. They got such a big problem with. In reality, if they didn't have to go to those schools, they wouldn't have no history in this country, which means that they would have been exiled. It's common sense. So the reason why they are still here is because they went through the turmoil that they complain about. And in reality, they just should have left. Damn, that sounds dirty. But so are they.